now that we've covered off our sponsors, let's
It's actually kind of upsetting.
get into the recap to get this done, John. Um, so we actually met only a couple weeks ago, which is great because it means it's still
Still kind
kind
of
of
fresh.
fresh.
Yeah.
We started out in Leora's basement where we learned a bit more lore about going to Seshmu Chenin. Maybe in the early mid autumn, you guys will head out on some kind of pilgrimage to go find the hidden city with her. And then, as you guys were leaving her place, you were ambushed by some Iron Hand thugs who were uh, kind of misogynistic, and they wanted to get the map back from Trixie. But you guys, if I remember correctly, one of them got stabbed and electrocuted in a gruesome way, and then another one got their brains like critical blowed out all over someone's face. Whose face? I can't remember whose face it was. Someone got brain splatter on their face.
Hmm.
Um, and then you guys chased. A couple of them ran away, and another one you like knocked out, and you just tied him up Spider-Man style in the alleyway and left him there. You were going to interrogate him, but they had already broadcasted all of their plans while they were shouting at you, so you didn't need to ask them any questions. And what next? You guys decided to pursue side plots, so you left the main plot on hold, and you went to talk to the Aslan and talk to him about having this mission that we can see here into the tunnels of the Iron Hand. And Aslan gave you some objectives other than to just cause havoc, which included first, he mentioned that the luminous matron of Shirin has been badgering him about retrieving or returning the Ankh of Shirin, an artifact that is important in some of her rituals. It's sort of priceless and has possibly some magical value as well. It was stolen out of the Iron Citadel soon after Dresdis took over when there was a lot of chaos in the city, and investigations had led it to the Iron Hand, but it had never been uncovered in any of their warehouses when they were raided. So they never knew where it was stored, and learning of these underground storerooms has made them suspicious that it's here. So that's your primary mission, is to try and find the Ankh of Shirin and retrieve it. Then you had a couple secondary missions. The Iron Hand is led by someone known as the Boss, and the boss's true identity is unknown to the authorities, and it seems like it is also hidden from a lot of the Iron Hand members who get interrogated and are unable to turn over any more clues. So he's
What
asked you.
race was he again?
He is suspected to be a Knoll, but
That's right.
maybe a Leonin or a Tabaxi. But
Yeah.
that's their suspicion is a Knoll. And he's also, the rumors you heard is that he's a Knoll. He has powerful build, and that he is got a bit of a temper. Is what you've heard. Um, and so you're asked to go get information about him if you can find any. And then they also gave you some tools and that could help you. One, well, three. They gave you uh, three focuses and three scrolls of shatter. The focuses will allow the priests of Shirin to scry on the underground chambers and help the knights gather information. And the scrolls of shatter were intended to help you to destroy the tunnels if you thought that that was the best thing for you to do. Um, um, to maybe cover your retreat or to just wreak havoc. And you have used one of each. You have used one scroll of shatter and you have placed one of the scrying devices. But that's maybe jumping a little bit ahead of ourselves. He had given you this mission. You guys said, all right, let's do this. You decided to bring the knights with you. I haven't put the knights on the board. I should probably put them on. I'm not really going to use them in the actual combat because that just takes up time and is kind of boring. Instead, we'll use them to sort of run, interference on baddies as you guys maybe escape or something like that. You guys can assign them duties and they might be able to do it for you. But what had happened is you guys had busted in all by yourself. You came in the top here, on the top left, and you came in with there were two folks there. One of them was named Jenkins, and Jenkins' pal was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like, Jenkins, you hold them off. I'll get help, and then you like brutally murder Jenkins, and then
Yeah.
you chase down Jenkins' friend, who you also brutally murdered in this hallway, but not before one of his friends in this other hallway was like, "Oh shit!" and who ran down the far left hallway into the city, saying, "Hey Barnaby, get us some help." And Barnaby was like, "Jenkins a dumbass" or something, and then Barnaby's finally like, "Yeah, I'll go get the boss. We'll be right back." You guys were like, "Fuck that shit." So you pulled out a scroll of shatter and you exploded this tunnel that he was coming down, hopefully preventing or blocking their reinforcements, while still fighting some of the other Iron Hand that were in this hallway here who came rushing up when they saw you. You have just defeated the last of the Iron Hand that are in your views or that you know of, and Trixie has just gone down. So the very last thing that happened was this Iron Hand guy did like a full attack on Trixie and like critted her or something, and
Which
then
was rude.
yeah,
Was rude.
It
'cause
was
she had already gone down, so like why
Kinda.
not spread it around, bro? But he was
kind of
like,
personal.
pick on the
I go
Emerald
down
Dragon.
a lot.
Yeah,
You
you're the
kind
new
of play
Oro.
like you're more
Somebody
heavily
clip it.
armored than you are.
Somebody clip Bobby Zane. He goes down a lot. Clip it.
Oh no, I made a terrible mistake.
No,
No, you didn't.
no. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna keep us in initiative just for a minute. I don't know. Well, okay, no, actually, I think that'll probably be a bit too tedious. What I want to do is I want to make sure that we have. Oh, what happened to my date and time? Let me do
It
this.
came up for me when I first logged in.
Yeah, the problem is when I like close it, it disappears and then I don't know how to get it back. And I need it to control the time. Anyways, I just reloaded. I got it back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead? Can I press play time or something?
Tricks, how many fucking effects do you have available to you right now? Jeez. Oh, okay,
she's-
when you
she's
die.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, when you die, it goes blinded, off guard, prone, and unconscious. Okay,
Yeah. And it auto puts all that on you.
right.
I think I have a couple buffs too.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn the game time timer on and I'm gonna keep track of it in the background. But yeah, Trixie's down. We're dropped out of initiative, and you guys can, do what you want to do right here. A couple of these Iron Hand have dropped torches that they were carrying while they were down here, and if any of you would like to pick up one, you can assign a light value to your character and walk around with some light.
How many of the scrying stones did they give me again? 3?
3, and you place one in the prison cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are looking into this room here, which you can probably see is like a pantry storeroom. Do a society check for me.
Society.
We live in a society.
Private
And then you roll the
GM.
20.
That's
Check
what
that.
age 21's gonna get because he barely knows what a society is.
Do you remember
Yeah,
they actually-
it's
they
literally
actually
0.
did that in the trailer of that fucking Zack Snyder Batman movie? Remember that?
Which
They
one?
made
Yeah.
Jared Leto the Joker say that we lived in a society.
Oh, really?
Just in the trailer, though. It didn't show up in the real movie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You see a bunch of foodstuffs in here, age 21.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, food. I don't eat.
Cool. I don't like food.
Aloysius, you can do a society check.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can see around here.
So can Gorham.
Okay,
Outside
remove me.
check.
Do I do that in attributes? Yeah, I'll
Um,
remember how to do this.
Skills. Society.
am I
It's a
still
skill.
dead?
Kill. Yeah.
Society. That's it. Yeah.
Wait, didn't I pour a potion?
I'm very good.
Oh no, you died again.
He died
I'm dead
again.
Oh, I'm
He's
gonna
only
do a
like that.
medicine. I'm gonna do a medicine check. Is that cool?
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
I'm gonna make it not private so that I can see if I pass or not
Sounds good.
by targeting.
If you target me, and
Yeah,
then
it'll
you-
do it. Yeah, yes, it will. I
That's
figured that
cool.
out last time.
Okay, that's awesome actually.
Aloe, what?
Yeah.
Out of the foodstuffs you see in here, what's like something that you think it would be yummy? There's some eggplants.
Oh,
There's some carrots.
It
There's
seems
some
they have some
peppers,
sort of
fruits. There's all kinds of
swamp plant here, and it's an eggplant, but it's
Hang on,
not
I gotta see. I
apparently
gotta
it's
see if I have an item.
It's called a swamp plant, is what I call it, and it's something we grow in the swamps that I really like. So
So you look down and you notice that these swamp plants are like actually quite fresh.
my goodness,
And your estimation is that the food in this pantry probably moves regularly in the sense that there's a regular flow of food that comes in and then also goes out for it to be this fresh and to be stored here sort of in this basement. So that's your estimation based on what you can see.
how many people does it look like this is here to feed? Do you think? Can I guess on that?
You bet that this could feed maybe
I crit it.
100
Enjoy your
people.
healing, Bobby.
Holy shit!
Like 100, you said, Chris?
Yeah.
23 healing, Bobby.
Although it doesn't look like it's prepared for a feast, it looks like it's probably
Yeah.
going to be divvied out to various
Well,
people or groups inside. What district are we in again? I can't remember. It's like the Fang district. No, it's the like Claw district, I think, which is
Damn
the
it, I
Iron
removed the wrong
Hands.
one.
The Iron Hands territory. This looks like it's food that might go to, supporters of the hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is all fresh food here. For about 100 or more people, it might be a good idea for us to take what we need, or at least take note of what they have here, resource-wise.
Shall I set it ablaze?
I don't know if that's necessary, H21, but I do appreciate the enthusiasm.
Oh, I was just thinking it would cripple their food stores, and they would be forced to come out.
I don't know if death by starvation is quite on our docket as a group yet, but I think it's a good thing to have in our back pocket if we need it.
I'm not grabbing shit.
You guys remember that?
I'm gonna
your
grab a
main-
couple of these swamp plants though.
Yeah,
Grab
you
a
guys
couple of
can
those,
always grab a handful of anything around here, but this
swamp plant.
this adventure is not about looting necessarily. And I know it's gonna like every room you're gonna be like, let's loot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
How dare
guys
you say
remember
that to
you're
me.
on your way to
Mine's death.
looking for the Ankh, and Bobby
Uh-huh.
or Zetatrix, you're back up.
You know, most
healed by
people
Gorum.
think that these swamp plants are you gotta cook them, but actually I like them better raw.
Okay, that's a weird thing to wake up to.
I just like start crunching down on an entire raw eggplant.
Yum.
And your
Is this
big
a-
froggy mouth crunches it nice and easy. It's like,
Delicious, delicious.
And they just,
I
like,
recast light.
What's important to note is that the tobacco of the swamp does not dull the senses as other tobacco does. I still have full use
Oh,
of my
damn it.
olfactory senses.
Every time.
you guys reach this. These look like those other two tunnels. I don't know. Could you guys see down there the light?
Yeah,
I can see somewhat down there.
I see
Oh
boobies.
yeah, there's another
Yeah.
light down
Oh
there.
yeah,
so
we've got some.
Yeah.
We got some bros down here.
So you guys can see that there are other guards. You might not be able to see these ones down here. You probably can see, but you just know that there are some other guards that still haven't been alerted. It looks like to the battles, and you need to be careful and a little bit stealthy. So actually, while you guys move through here, why don't you all do stealths for me?
As I'm great at that.
Yeah.
I am actually good at that.
I'm the fucking
I'm not
best.
terrible at it.
I definitely don't have any negatives to it for bearing and plate
I
armor.
definitely don't.
All the negatives possible.
Oh, hang on. I might not actually get a negative. Let me read something real quick.
Yeah, I don't think you get a negative because of your.
Didn't you
bullshit.
take? Yeah, you took some cool thing. I thought you were telling us.
Unburdened iron prevents you from being encumbered by armor.
Right.
Hang on. But it only is speed penalties that it ignores. So let me take a look at the actual plate. There's definitely a stealth check penalty.
Okay, and why don't we also
Yeah.
get some perceptions from everyone too?
Clank, clank, clank.
You're not the loudest, or you're not the loudest one.
That's insane to me. I rolled that with a -3 modifier.
Yeah, you did pretty good. People with +7 got worse than you.
That's so silly.
Okay.
People with +7. That's me.
Well, people with +8 didn't, so they did way better. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
was gonna say I have +8. That's me.
holy shit. So far for perceptions, we've got 2 27s and a 26. This game
Alright, there we
definitely
go.
rolls different than 5e. But yeah, you guys can tell actually, the two to the south, they actually were alerted by someone who had run down here earlier, and it sounds like they're talking in hushed tones, but maybe appear a little bit frightened to come and engage you by themselves. You can't hear. It doesn't sound like the light that you can see shining from the north. Can you see? Yeah, you can just see light shining from the north there, right? Up there, there seems to be some guards that are that have not yet been alerted to your presence.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're thinking if you do have, people come reinforcements come, they might come from that south tunnel where it looks like someone has already been alerted. And maybe at this point, I will say, okay, let's have our boys, Ulrich, and some of the knights. Do I have knights here? I have this guy called guard. I'll just bring the guard in. What would these guys come down behind you? They're a little bit noisier, so they're not trying to do anything active, but you guys can give them a command. There are 4 of them. Do you want them to watch, stand on guard? Do you want them to go harass some of the other Iron Hands? Cover your retreat, things like this?
Oh, definitely they should cover our entrance.
Yeah, stand guard right there, really.
Right where they are?
Yeah, because we collapsed the other tunnel. That's our escape tunnel.
Yeah, okay, so
Stand guard right there, actually. Right here is perfect where
yeah,
that guy is.
two will move up here, and the other 2 will stand guard over there, and they will just alert you if anything changes.
Cool.
Awesome. And even though you're a squire and they're knights, you're issuing them commands. Well, this is your this maybe we didn't say it officially last time, but this is in a sense your
I'm in charge of the
trial
mission.
to be a knight.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you're a squire
right.
and you've been training up. I mean, we have that's all been on the off screen, but
Right.
you've been training up and learning some of the rules of the knight, and you had volunteered for this mission, and here you are. This is your first night mission to see if you can handle it.
Tight.
Okay.
These knights look fucking awesome.
Yeah, they do.
These guys look fucking
Agreed.
sick as shit.
Yeah, fucking AI. I love it.
Look badass.
Okay.
Those runs look cool and practical.
All right.
I
So
think.
yeah, where are you gonna go next?
Well, this seems to be like a crossroads of sorts. Let's just keep on moving.
Move forward, I see.
Yeah, you guys remember by looking at your map that there were these 3 sort of tunnels, and then there's this central area. So this is the middle tunnel crossroads that you just reached here.
It might be a good idea for us to have a couple of guards standing at each of the sections of the cross section to cover us from every direction.
You should be able to see stuff. I just
I guess right in the middle should be all right. That's a good idea.
So age
Stand there and
21, you
look.
entered in this room. It's a large
Yeah.
storeroom, and it has like a large assortment of just different kinds of mundane objects stored in crates and such. If you wanted to, I'll let you roll a d20 to just crack open a crate and see what's inside.
Not bad. Maybe.
And so you open up a small box that is about 2 feet wide and 2 foot by 1 foot, and inside it there's 6 sets of leather boots, well made.
Well-made leather boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Aloe, you went in there. Why don't you roll d20 as well to see something that you find? Since you walked around.
Oh, okay.
I'll slide on a pair of well-made leather boots.
Sure, you can swap out your boots, or
Yeah.
if you didn't have any boots.
I probably didn't even have any boots.
As you did a circuit through there, Aloysius, something catches your eye in the back corner. There were coins, which just sort of drew your
Yeah.
attention. And when you see them, you notice they're kind of strange looking. They have Pachyodon hieroglyphs on them. And do a society check for me,
Oh, cool.
or her history, whichever one you prefer.
Let me see. I don't even think I have history.
That would probably be a lore skill, I guess. You could also do
Yeah.
your bardic lore also, if you would like.
I'll do society.
Society. I keep thinking of that punk rock song by Pennywise. I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys know that one. It's great. Okay. You critically have no idea what they are. Yeah, they
some
just
sort of
look.
elephant coins.
Yeah, they look
Interesting.
like some silver coins. So you scoop them up. They got
Oh,
some
I
weird
almost go-
symbols on them, but you can say 5 hieroglyph coins, 5 hieroglyph silver coins. If you want to put them in your thing, you can investigate them more later, or
Will
just
do.
spend them like they're silver coins because they kind of just look like silver. Okay, so you guys do a quick rundown in there, and you realize like that room's mostly just got random stolen goods or smuggled goods that are on their way somewhere or are on their way nowhere. They're just being stored there for now.
Okay. Neat.
Trixie, you see them investigating in there. What are you gonna go do?
How many of those coins did I have? I'm so sorry.
5.
I have a light, so I'm gonna go step down into another room.
Okay, so you guys just could
Oops,
see with
oops.
your light up there
No, my
that
turn.
Sorry.
that room up there had like weapons and such stored in it. It looked like some kind of loose armory. Most of the weapons look mundane but well made. And Trixie and Gorham, you've entered into a room that has oddly stacked boxes that make it hard to kind of see through. You can definitely crack them open like they did in the other room to see what's stored in some of these boxes, or you can try and navigate through the room.
I think I'm just gonna detect magic.
Okay. How far does your detect magic go?
That is a wonderful, wonderful question. Detect magic. 30-foot emanation. So,
How do I do this with yeah, okay. No, I don't want it selects you and then I can't see.
this.
Okay.
I can't see all of the room, but the marker is my 30-foot emanation.
It blocks out all the squares that are blocked by walls. Does detect magic not go through walls?
I don't know if that's a aspect of the thing I put down or the spell.
Or the spell itself. You didn't
Yeah.
trigger that with the spell. You just grabbed
No,
the thing.
I just put down a thing.
Because it kind of looks like what might happen if you got a fireball or something. But in terms of range, you know, Gorham, do you have magic? Yeah.
No.
Other than
No, no.
potions, other than the potions that you guys might be carrying, or magic
My
weapons.
my weapon is enchanted.
Yeah.
I'm able to ignore the presence of magic that I know about.
Okay. So other than
So I can
that,
ignore that my friends have magic, and I can focus on what else there is, and know it is a pulse. It does go through walls. I can sense things through walls and objects, but yeah.
okay. So what I will
Oh,
say,
if it's like an illusion aura, I have to make a check. Like if
yeah.
there's
Okay.
someone using invisibility magic or whatever.
Right. Okay, because you can't just detect it for the magic presence. So,
Yeah.
what I'll say is your pulse doesn't detect anything that you didn't already know about, but you feel a tingle that makes you feel like there is something of there's a powerful magical something or other, maybe the Ankh of Shirin that you're looking for somewhere nearby. It's not in range where you would detect it, but it's giving you some
Too far
kind
away
of
for me
like
to locate, but I
yeah,
know something's going on.
you got some after of taste or something of it.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to squeeze through some of these boxes,
Okay, you
which
can
I literally can't, by the way.
yeah, take that, jerks. So
Can I? I'm short.
what the, oh, now I'm measuring. Boom, boom. You definitely can. I don't know why it's not letting you, but
Yeah, all the boxes are considered to have walls.
yeah. I had to do that to make it so that you can't see around them, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, clever.
Then I will go ahead, and now that I'm deeper in the room, I'm gonna pulse again.
Is detect magic a
Cantrip.
cantrip? Yeah. Okay. Then
I was thinking about casting it as well.
okay. So and what kind of information does it give you back? Presence of auras.
Only the presence of auras. At higher levels, I can detect more data, but for now,
I just
the
clicked it for
presence.
the
Okay.
text.
Then you definitely are detecting the presence of auras like in this region down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say back to
Multiple
my guys.
multiple auras.
Hey guys, I do think that there's some magic items back here, but it is gonna be tricky to get here.
Where? Hold up. Oh.
Hmm.
Oi! What do you think they are? What crate are they in?
Further back.
You
And
wanna,
I
like-
also can't go.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Yeah, I know.
You go forward.
Oh, what happened now? Everyone's
Be right back. I have
stuck.
to bounce Harper to sleep real fast.
Okay. I broke it,
I
everyone.
don't believe him. I bet he's lying.
He's really getting a snack.
At
I forgot
least
to buy
it's spinning
snacks.
around.
Which is unfortunate.
You want to do an acrobatics check for that breakdance scene, Andrew?
What's that fireball aura we got there? Is that your detect magic? I reloaded and it changed into a big red thing. So you guys walk around here. Here, Landry.
Yes.
So this door isn't open, but you guys can see through it. It's like a jail door, like a bar door,
Gotcha.
and you can see through to the other side, and you see this little thing right here. It looks suspiciously like an golden ankh. And I meant to upload this, but I didn't upload it, so I'm gonna upload 1 second. Create journal entry. Ankh of Shirin. Oops, spoilers. It's a different golden Ankh.
That's probably the
A mimic
Ankh of douche nozzles.
Yeah, it is.
This is the Ankh of douche nozzles.
It's just the Ankh of Bob. Sorry.
And then he
The
slaps it
Ankh
out of
of
Landry's
Bob.
hand. It's the Ankh of Bob. Slaps it out of my hand. Idiot. I'm gonna tell the group. I believe the Ankh is on a desk through these jail doors. Say to the group. Hey guys, I think the Ankh is in this room.
I don't know. I'm stuck in these boxes up here. I can't.
Too bad.
But
Frog boxes.
I'm stuck back here.
I'll get you guys. out of
Where's
here in a
Alicious?
sec.
Need somebody to wall hack me through these boxes.
Yeah, Wallach.
He's gonna clip into the nether realm.
Ankh, where am I going here? NPCs.
What is this doing? When I right click this, what is it doing? Does it do anything to anyone else?
Yeah, yeah, it does. It takes the gradient on and off or like the lines on and off the screen when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the universe is blinking at us.
Oh, okay, then I'll just delete that and stop doing that.
There we go. So I did that, and now I'll fix our box problem.
Dude, that's a sick looking Ankh.
Man, it's so nice to get like a really like clear, candid visual for the items and everything. That's
We
super
could probably,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
could
really
probably
nice.
get 15, 16 bucks out of that at the pawn shop.
I don't think this is the real one, and we should just sell it.
Okay.
I'm down to go to the, yeah, for sure.
that's fair.
What if we didn't thrift the thing? You know what? It's a team decision.
Okay, so you guys are actually standing on the outside of that door looking in, but I moved you inside because you're all stuck in boxes and couldn't move otherwise. Now you should be able to move and do whatever you need to do.
Oh shit.
Like fireball yourself. Yeah, double fireball the wall.
Hmm.
You guys, yeah, you can see through there. You can see that this little thing that's not Ankh shape is actually this Ankh. And you're like, oh, that's the shit that we're looking for. And it's only been about, I don't know, 4 minutes or so since you guys defeated the last guard. So, you know, time's passing, but if you can get through this door and grab the Ankh, you're probably doing pretty good. So, yeah, well, H21 is, I was going to say shaking his baby. That's not what he's doing. He's bouncing his baby to sleep. But he's not I don't think he's our door opener. So you guys can keep going.
Can we like open these chests?
You're not inside here,
We're
you're
not
outside.
inside. We're outside.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I have good old fashioned some thievery, and I'm gonna roll that and see if is the door even locked. Could I lock pick it at all?
Right. Treasure room. Okay. You do a good old fashioned, you know, you try the door handle. It's clearly locked. You can see that there is a small padlock that's just between two metal hooks that's holding the door closed. It's a simple lock using technical Pathfinder terminology, which means it's not a poor lock,
Yeah.
but is yeah you could open it with a little bit of time. You can pull out your tools and try and get started.
Already. Is there no quick access for that? Nope. I just have to roll thievery.
Quick question: is this
Yeah.
the first time we've seen Zedatrix lock picking?
Probably not. She broke into the wagon. Um, that you guys stole the maps out of with lockpicking. You might not have seen it because that was a very chaotic time and everyone was going down. She went
And I
down
was
then
far
too.
away from everyone else. You guys were
Um,
distracting for me.
did you do any others lockpicking
Interesting.
that they may have? So it might be yes, Landry, unless you've seen her do it before.
Interesting, because
She pulls out her tools, which I imagine are stored in a nice roll of leather, and when you can see Landry that she's got a pretty good assortment. You've maybe never seen these types of tools before, or not for a while, since your pirating days are. Um, and
I was a child.
I was a pirate child, yeah. But yeah, she pulls them out and she gets to work. And Trixie, you get started on the locks, and you're a little rusty in your trade, and you're just getting to know the inside of this lock, and you're having a little bit of trouble with that first tumbler. But you've only given it one try. It's going to take you a while, maybe up to a minute. So you got to go ahead and buckle down. Give us some more. Give us another check. You had it like for a second, and but it just keeps it just there's some it's the spring is like strong, and yeah, it just keeps slipping out. You just got to keep giving it. And you finally figure out you're like, okay, if I just hold it with my pinky finger, just with this right amount of tension, I can keep it down and it won't slip. And now you can insert that second tool and try and get the next tumbler. Oh, and this one's a heavy one. You need actually more force. You put that tool down and you go grab another one. No, this one was too fat. You picked Fat Boy, but you didn't need Fat Boy. You need middle boy, not Skinny
Back.
Boy, not Fat Boy. Well, you're right in turn to hear all about Skinny Boy, Fat Boy, and Middle Boy.
Yeah.
Out of context, you have no idea.
Are they important at all?
Well, Middle Boy was perfectly sized, like Goldilocks, just right.
Yeah, makes
And it
sense.
slid right in there and managed to get tumbler number 2. And you feel like there's just one more to go. You've only been at this for about half a minute so far, Trixie. Good timing for you in terms of picking locks, you feel. And this is a tricky one, so keep going.
Is the Ankh locked?
You guys are actually outside this door, so also context, because everyone was stuck on those clipping boxes. I moved everyone inside the room instead of outside, just for
Copy.
visual. Right. And so you're outside, and Trixie's trying to get you guys inside, and she's sitting there with her mouth open and her tongue sticking out the side, and she's got her pinky holding one tumbler down, or holding one of her tools down, and she's got it another one balanced in her hand, and she's got this third one jammed in there. Can't quite get it yet, Trixie. You just like right on the edge there. It just keeps slipping out. You keep getting it, but you can't turn the lock when you get it.
So that you guys that don't know, you have to get multiple successes.
Yeah.
To
For
pick
Depending on
any
the
lock.
difficulty, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's great. That's actually cool, yeah.
And this isn't the easiest lock. This is the second easiest. And you're starting to sweat, and the tools are starting to get a little bit slippery in your hands. You just take a second to grab a cloth out of your pocket and wipe your hands off and wipe your brow, and then you get back at it. Not happening.
I also have thievery.
Do you want to
Yeah,
try
over
and
here.
step in with
Yeah, I'll
your
try.
steady hands? She's
I'm
got
gonna
2 of the
roll
tumblers.
an assist roll.
Sure. Yeah, you've got 2 of the tumblers down already. You're holding it.
So
How does assist
if I
work?
got more than 10, he gets a +1.
Okay, you did. So, age 21, you're like, I think I have steady fingers, and you very delicately grab one of the tools, slide it in, and the 2 of you click, and the padlock opens, and you
Nice.
guys slide into the room. It only took you just a little bit over a minute. And just as you guys hear that click, you hear Ulrich shout from outside. He's like, "Oi, we got some company. Don't worry, we'll handle these ones. Get the Ankh." And you hear the clang of metal as you hear the knights fighting some Iron Hand enforcers that have arrived. But you guys bust into the room, and you see the Ankh of Shirin standing on or resting on this table. What else do you see in this room? You've got there are 3 Ankheimut warriors that you're not sure where they have been gotten from, but they have been somehow brought here, along with 2 similar looking metal dog like creatures. They are dormant at the moment, but you recognize them for what they are. And then there are a great number of scrolls and sheets of paper in here. And then there's the Ankh and these chests.
Too bad we don't have a holy man in here. We can maybe ask these guys to help us out.
Yeah, wake them up.
I'm gonna grab the paperwork just real quickly.
Okay, you can take a look at them, and you just grab this one on the top. It says Counselor Thorn Merriweather, and there are a bunch of notes about how Merriweather has a secret alliance with the Emerald Dragons that he's using to help with his political gain.
What the fuck?
Oh,
I
Yeah,
stashed
congrats.
that.
well,
That's gonna get me a promotion for sure.
enough for me and call me a butt.
Underneath
I'm
that,
I'm
you
I'm gonna render
see.
this chest at the bottom, literally saying the chest always all the way in the back always has something nice.
Okay.
You seem to be talking from some experience there, Zetatrix.
Absolutely. I
You
mean,
You can start working on the lock on that chest if you would like.
damn it, it's locked again.
Of course it is. Age 21, this was a timed encounter. Do you think I wanted you guys just to loot everything and get out of here?
I mean, we do have guns. We could just shoot off the lock.
It might
Age
be
21,
best to
underneath
visit
that,
inside.
you find another letter that says, or another set of notes about Seraphine Dulac, a high-ranking priestess. These letters reveal that she's been having a forbidden romance that is not permitted within her religious order.
Oh,
And you're
Oh,
starting to
shit.
realize that a lot of these
Yeah, I can have
documents
sympathy
seem
for
like
that.
they are blackmail, or dirt that the Iron Hand has on these individuals that they use to gain
I'm
some
gonna
kind of
I'm gonna
coercion over them.
I'm
There
gonna
must be
grab it, but it's not really gonna. They're gonna still know, right?
Insist
But
that we destroy that correspondence.
Yeah, you now realize that there's a whole shelf of these things, and
oh, is
uh,
it all of this over here?
yeah, this is an elaborate network of plots and details that the Iron Hand uses, because it does a lot of extortion and it does a lot of just
Aloysius, I know
thuggery.
you said not to set aflame the stores of food, but I feeling that we should set aflame these.
I can't help but agree with you. There is no reason for these documents to continue in existence, especially the one
Also,
about the forbidden love. That one, I feel a personal connection to destroying that.
all right. Well,
I do happen to have a box on me that I can use for fire, so click, and I just start burning them all.
All right, you
can I also put a C thingy in here? Because
a
I know
spy
the
device?
boss.
Sure,
Yeah, the boss is gonna come in here and check it out. So I'm gonna put a spy device in
Oh, I
here.
forgot about that. Yeah.
sure. So are you just gonna burn them in a pile on the ground there? Aloe?
Yeah. Well, I'm just Yes.
Okay.
I'll just toss them onto the ground and I'll flick my cigarette butt at him.
Okay, okay. And some of them start catching, and as they do, you start to pile a few more on, and they start to catch. and you realize after about a minute has passed, you also hear the sounds of fighting die down outside as also the room starts to fill up with smoke.
No.
It's not a very well ventilated area.
No, we gotta go.
Damn it!
Well, I think maybe it's a good idea for us to get out of here.
But I want this chest.
Can I just stamp out the fire real quick?
It's
Is it
burning.
too big for
it's
that?
burning too high now. Is that a trick?
Oh,
I'll let you have
Oh.
five
Oh,
five
man.
total
Xenopix, you might
tries.
want to get a little bit closer
In
to
that
finishing this
meantime.
process.
So
I
you
will
did your
toss-
first roll and it worked. So
Can I use my blacksmithing skill to toss my shield onto it and put that fire out?
Not a bad idea.
what kind of shield do you have?
Steel.
You can try. So let's see. What kind of check should we do here? I'm just gonna do. Let's do just a flat D12, and you can call odds or evens.
Okay.
Oh shit. Exciting.
I'm gonna go odds. And it was evens.
Evens. You put it down, and it actually causes a small burst of air that causes the flames to go out the sides and catch some of the shelf on the fire on the right now.
I mean-
you're fine, but
Okay.
Okay.
but the
I'm
That's not how
running.
fires work, but okay.
I'm running out.
What?
Sorry,
Whoa, this is a magical world, okay? And
I'm gonna run out.
It's a cigarette fire. Fuck you.
I'm gonna go get a bucket of water.
Trixie,
Why?
I don't
Let's
think-
just move.
I don't want to burn down this entire building.
it's not a
It's
building.
not.
You're an
It's
underground.
made out
It's
of rock.
sandstone. You're fine. It's just gonna
It's
cause
just gonna
smoke.
blow this up, and smoke
Yeah.
will be in
All
here.
right, all right.
We just walk outside.
Sorry, I'm from the swamp. I don't see
I'm now
fire this
fine.
big very often. It's the
I'm
biggest
now
fire
okay.
I've ever seen in my entire life. Are you kidding me? I didn't know fire could get this large.
I'm no
Everything's so
longer in
wet back
danger.
where everything where I live is
So
very
wet.
wet all the time.
Oops. Well,
Well, that was exciting. I'm feeling a little. I'm stuck in the boxes again.
There's
Damn
a
it!
whole other room here.
I'm stuck in the
Oops.
damn boxes again.
I
This is
was
canon.
trying to pull you
These
out. but
boxes have become quite troublesome.
as you guys are moving out, you guys notice there's another door over here that you could check. Although the smoke's starting to fill up, and you suspect there will be more reinforcements coming soon.
Is anyone else having an incredibly hard time circumventing these boxes? My
I
God,
I have a suggestion of us just
Get one of
leaving.
those other chests. I'm gonna go in here. Damn it.
these perfectly frog-sized
this door's
boxes are
locked.
so frustrating.
Oh, it's supposed to be locked.
Yeah.
Damn it! Another locked thingy.
We could light the door on fire.
The door's made of metal.
I try it.
Well,
I'm just gonna
do
throw
just do a perception for me, Trixie, while you're standing there. I want you to assess the door and its challenge. A quick check allows you to note that there's some tension on the door that seems to be caused by some mechanism on the inside. You suspect there's some trap involved. You don't really know what it is, but if you did a little bit more investigation, you might be able to find more details. But yeah, the door's locked and it looks like it's trapped. It's probably
I'm
going to
going
take you a
to-
while to get in there.
Damn it. Did you already put the fucking bug? Do we have any more bugs?
Yeah, I have one more.
You think you can put it somewhere next to this door?
Is the door important?
Well, it's trapped, and nobody traps things that they don't care about. You know what I mean? There's got to be something in there.
The Knight Commander specifically told me to place them in areas where convergence of dastardly deeds might be happening.
This might be one.
Hmm.
Maybe we should see what else is in the rest of this facility before we go ahead and use the last of our spying devices for the closed door.
Hmm.
All right, all right.
I say, peeking my head from inside of a box.
You're all in boxes.
Yo.
Just deal with it.
Buy me a little bit of time
Yeah, I can
and
climb
see if there's
between these
any
two
better
boxes.
place.
There, now
And
you're on
I'm gonna
this box.
stick here and try to get this door open.
Sounds perfect.
I respect your resolve, Trixie.
My
Okay,
token is stuck.
so you guys are gonna try and.
We're gonna split the party.
I'm leaving.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, we're splitting the party. What's the party split gonna be?
I don't know if this is a good idea, gentlemen.
It's
Yeah.
entirely not a good
everyone
idea.
everyone else goes, and Trixie stays here.
It's the
Try to
worst
help
kind of
them.
split.
So when Trixie goes down, there's no one to feed her a potion.
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
You can always play Premattacked.
I'm staying with Trixie. I'm not letting Trixie stay.
You really
by
can't play
herself.
Primotact because Gorham fucking hates Primotact.
That's true.
Straight up.
I'm going to leave and go check on the knights.
Great idea.
Oh, those knights are fine.
Okay, H21, you can go leave and you
Please,
can go check on the
Hand
knights.
me the Ankh.
Hmm.
I think you picked it up. Oh no, you picked up the papers.
Yeah.
Who did
Just be
pick up the
careful.
Ankh?
Can't just be passing that around in the open. Did we leave the Ankh on the table?
We
I'd
That's
say
might have.
that's
H21
humiliating.
probably took it because he's the knight.
All right, I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah. So you have it. You're heading out.
Yeah.
The rest of you are gonna guard Trixie.
Stay with Trixie, yeah.
Why? So just H21 is leaving.
Yeah, I'm with knights though.
I don't think he's leaving. He's just going out to hang out with the knights, right?
Yeah, and like this looks like a place where they eat, and I'm gonna put the last one here.
That's an armory.
I'm gonna put the last one here.
Okay. Okay, so you'll go plant the other device and you'll go stay on guard. Trixie, you've done one perception check on the door and you've noticed there's tension. There's some kind of trap. What do you want to do next?
Attempt to disarm.
You know there's a trap, but you haven't figured out any mechanisms
is?
yet. Yeah, so you could do another perception check to try and figure that out. You can't find any specific mechanism to disarm, but you push on the door and you realize that, like, you know, most doors you can kind of rattle in their frame. This one is like very sternly pushing against the frame in some way, so like you can't even budge it at all.
Like, do they seal the room?
Can you do what?
Like they sealed? Like it's like
Sure,
does it
maybe
make sense how the
like
door would open?
maybe it's like there's a bookshelf on the other side that's leaning up against it.
Oh,
For
interesting.
instance, it's just pushing. It's pushing against the door frame in an unnatural way. There's a weight against it that's pushing it forward. It could be spring locked as a rogue who's sort of familiar with traps and mechanisms. It could be spring locked, but yeah, just there's something pushing the door into the frame.
Okay. Would any more trying to look at this help me at all, or should I ask one of the big dwarf man behind me to just push it in?
Well, the door's like still latched and locked. You've just noticed that this is strange about the door. And
That it's,
like I
like,
said, it
pushed
is
in?
probably has something to do with a trap. Like, I don't, you know,
Got you.
yeah. You can continue to investigate it, or you can try and open the door. Like, you can basically, I'm offering you can do a more searching, perception-y stuff, or you can, yeah. So you take a look at the lock itself, and the lock looks kind of normal, but it does look like it's a good lock. It's a better lock than the one you just picked. It's gonna definitely be tricky.
If you're planning on breaking in their lock, Trixie, I do have something that might be able to help you with that.
What's that?
I have a spell here that might be able to be of aid to you. I could go ahead and cast guidance on you.
What does that do?
Guidance
boost
gives
your
you a
skill
plus
check.
1 stat bonus to one attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Ooh.
It's a cantrip I have too, so I'll go ahead and just do that now. There you go. Oh, was that private? Here, we'll do it again.
I think you just put it on me.
There you go. Guidance.
You can-
Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
Hell, if anybody wants that, just ask for it. I just got those to pass out, so just let me know.
Passing them out like mints. It's like, you want
Oh,
one?
shit, you guys
want
want one of these? Yeah,
you
you
need
guys
one
can
of
have
these?
some of it here.
Here, have one of these.
There you go. You guys want one too? There you go.
I don't know if this is affecting my perception. Oh, I can't see if it's actually affecting my
It should.
perception because it's on my skill board thing. It still only says +6.
Plus
It-
1 to a status bonus to perception check, saving throw, or skill check. Yeah.
Yeah, and my thievery also.
It
says
only
it's
gave you
+6.
+6.
Okay, does the +1
Sorry.
matter?
No.
Well,
Then
So you've spent maybe about half a minute now looking at this over, and you realize that this is pretty well designed. Like maybe it's past your
yeah, my
ability.
capability.
Like I in a metagame sense, it's not past your ability, but it is definitely hard, and
Yeah,
you're gonna
I get you.
you're gonna spend a lot of time here. Is what your assessment is.
Okay, I'm think I'm giving up, guys. We can leave. We already got the Ankh anyway. No reason to tempt fate, I guess.
what kind of checks were you doing on that?
Just
Perception.
perceptions to try and find more about the trap.
Have we tried to open it up yet?
Well, the door's locked.
It is locked and it is trapped.
And we can't pick the lock?
I could pick the lock and we could just set off the trap.
I mean,
I don't recommend that.
I
If somebody's played Pathfinder,
Yeah.
I don't recommend that.
Yeah,
What could
which
it-
is
what
why
could it
I'm saying we
possibly
should
do,
probably just
right?
give up.
you forget that I cast guidance though, so I mean, you should.
Yeah, come on, use the fucking guidance. Pick the lock, bitch. What's wrong? You scared?
Hey, you guys isn't even auto giving me the +1. I did it again. I did it one more time.
No. Worse than last time.
Yeah, okay, we're out of here.
Okay.
Can't roll to save my life.
It's a pretty fun trap, but we'll set it. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we'll reuse this map for another raid.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
I mean, it's
No.
not like it's not like this group of thieves and thugs are gonna be gone. They're pretty.
Is the
No.
thievery check to cast to pick locks?
Yeah,
Yes.
you want to do it?
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
Maybe
You
we'll
want to
just
do it?
go
Go ahead,
through.
buddy.
Okay, somebody's got to have higher thievery than me though.
Get a crit fail, bro.
I have a +3 thievery, so someone's got to have better than that.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm
our.
at +7. I don't
Yeah,
know if
so-
I'm getting
I'm just +2.
All right, y'all, good luck then. I'm not.
Okay.
That's fine.
And with your not working guidance, +8.
Yeah, everybody. I'm just gonna get rid of that. That's just embarrassing me. Get rid of that guidance. Nobody has guidance now.
Everyone loses their guidance.
Awesome. Okay, so are you guys actually straight up gonna beeline out of here?
I think so. We put down
Yeah.
3 things.
Okay.
Yeah, we have more,
Yeah.
more little.
I don't want to
things.
risk an,
Why don't we?
an
What's in
encounter
here?
with the guy.
There's weapons in there.
Guys, look, there's weapons in here.
I don't care.
Man,
I'm
I
not
hate
fighting
magic
this Null dude.
weapons.
Anything good? Why not, fella? I feel
It's
like
all
we should meet
mundane
the
weapons.
boss.
Okay,
Any
I will cheat
level
to
0
find out
weapon.
if there's anything good. I will just use
I'm out of
my
here.
detect magic right here.
There's no.
All right,
There's
I
no
don't
magic
think it's a
in
good
there.
idea to go down this hallway. That's a bad hallway. Don't go down that hallway.
Okay. The knights are a little anxious too, just like H21. You guys are like, let's get out of here, let's get out of here. Trixie, let's get out of here. She's like,
Gotta
is there any
delete that.
magics in here? There's no magics in there.
All right, yeah, fuck that shit. We're out of here.
Okay, as you guys are running down the hallway, you hear the noise of the reinforcements arriving behind you. But you guys managed to make it out into the desert night without being accosted any further, and you make it with the Ankh of Shirin. Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
All right.
Cool. That's
So,
awesome.
We'll
And
come
you
back.
didn't have to get your ass
Right
kicked
on.
by the boss, which I did have down here. You guys want to see the boss?
Kinda, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want a picture of him?
I'm gonna want to go. You show him to me. I'm gonna want to fight him. I'm gonna want to go. Yeah, come on. I want to fight him.
I'm not
The
fighting.
boss.
Let me fight him. I want to
The
fight him. He looks
boss.
cool as fuck.
He was alluded to being very, very, very
Dog.
strong.
I
Oh, he
get it.
looks
He's
sick.
only level 4. You guys could probably beat him.
No shot.
Mm-mm. Not doing it.
Mm.
I do not trust you.
I doubt we could even hit him reliably.
Yeah. He's a
AC
little forward.
21. It's not that bad.
No, I mean not.
I imagine
not
What's
it'd
his
be
like
high.
what's his to hit, Chris? What's his to hit?
Plus 14.
Yeah. No fucking shot.
You guys.
But it's
You guys,
only
we
1d6.
I could
plus
cast
7.
guidance, though.
Oh,
I
plus
could cast
7.
guidance.
It's only
Plus
1d6
14
plus
to
7.
hit. Plus 14 to
we're outta
hit. You're
here.
fucking,
Yeah, but you get that
he can
guidance
hit, he can
plus
hit me
one,
on a
dude.
6 with my shield up.
Don't forget about that +1 from guidance, dog.
Dog.
On a 6 with my shield
Dog.
up.
Yeah,
We
okay.
do have guidance.
No.
Well, I kind of wanted him to come in and like slash at you guys a few times so you could run away scared. But
A few times would be death.
I like that you guys are way more cautious this time. I was like, oh, for sure we're going to have a battle here, but we didn't have a battle. That's cool. And you got the Ankh, and you
I'm
burned all
actually
those
trying
things.
to do like what like it was alluded to. This is what we needed to do. We did the things. All right, let's leave. We're not here to like
Yeah.
completely flush them.
Yeah. You guys got the Ankh, which is what you're here to do. And the Knights, everyone's alive. Perfect. You murdered a few Iron Hands. Nice. You made it look like it was the Emerald Dragons. Solid.
Always.
Yeah. Because
Always blame the Emerald Dragons.
Can I
Yeah.
just leave my Emerald Dragon thing in here?
Didn't you already?
Yeah, I thought you were
Oh,
doing
you're
that.
right. Yeah, you're right. I already did that.
Alrighty, then, okay, so we're done with this. Let me see. So I'll just think out loud. My instinct was after this bit to level you guys to level 3.
Ooh.
I'm okay with that.
Any
Right.
objections?
No.
No.
Okay, then you guys can level to level
Yeah,
3.
I don't want to level Chris.
Well, I don't know.
I
I
don't
thought there
want
was
to
going to
do
be
it.
another
Last
battle,
month
and
here.
I was
I
going
like
to
my
justify
level
it with
2
another
bard.
battle. But I get
Level.
it.
Everyone says in Pathfinder the most
Are we
terrifying
level
thing you
3?
can encounter is a level 2 bard.
Yeah, level 2. Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Now I have to remember how to level up in this.
Oh god.
Exactly.
This is gonna take.
Ugh,
We're gonna be doing this tomorrow.
didn't they just?
Let's.
Wait, don't we just go to the compendium pack?
Okay, we all leveled?
Oh, you stink. Yes.
I'm offended. I would appreciate you not saying that.
I'm gonna go change a poopy diaper too. So
I don't need to
exposition
change
would
my
be
poop
nice
diaper.
while I do that.
Anyway, crap.
You can still hear us?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Go ahead,
okay.
I can still hear.
Okay. So you guys escape out of here, you level up, and then what do? Head back to
Yeah, we gotta go give the Ankh away, right?
get the Ankh?
Yeah.
Well, you could just hand it off to Ulrich and do other stuff, or you can go off, talk to Aslan yourself. That made it sound like I want you to not go talk to Aslan, but that's not the case. You can
It
go
sounded a
talk-
little bit like that,
You
yes.
can go talk
Yeah,
to
it
Aslan.
sounds like we're not supposed to trust these knights with us.
It's Ulrich. He's your best bro.
He is
Yeah,
our
no,
best
okay.
bro.
you guys roll out with Ulrich and the Knights, and you all head back as a team, and you get to back to the Iron Citadel. It's dark out. It's not midnight yet, but it's creeping up on it. And Aslan is waiting somewhat anxiously for you guys to return from your mission, knowing you guys had gone and knowing it was quite a risk. But he sees you when he sees you guys arrive back. Sweat covered with a little bit of blood splatter, but clearly no one injured or dead. Well, Zetatrix looks a little bit worse for wear. But he's happy, or he's at least relieved to see that you all return alive. And as you come in, he sees H21 carrying the Ankh, and he says, "Well, H21, I never doubted you. You and your companions, of course. Thank you for what you've done. The Luminous Matron will be very happy to have this returned to her." He takes it from you, and he sort of gently wraps it in a leather cloth and places it on the table. He says, "Tell me, do you have anything to report? What else did you learn?"
They actually have some pretty interesting defenses on a door in there that I was not able to open.
It
So there
seems
was
they
a
have-
part of the room part of the chambers you could not access. But it looks like the Ankh was not behind that door. So what could be behind that door?
Wish I could tell you.
We'll have to think more on this. Perhaps we will have to send another mission in at a later date.
It seems also that they were planning on feeding a large number of people, and at least providing food of some sort to a large group of people. I'd say somewhere between 100 to 110 people at a time. A lot of fresh food down there cycling through.
Well, we've heard that the Iron Hand has smuggled food into the Claw District for a while, and we were never able to figure out how they got it into the city.
It's quite good. Would you like some swamp plant? And I take a big old crunchy bite.
That's not exactly my flavor. I prefer meat.
Also, I think they got some sort of blackmail. H21, what do you want to tell them about the blackmail situation?
Yes, it seems they had an extensive stock of blackmail on various peoples around the city in various positions of power. I have these with me here for what's his name? The Chancellor.
Well, now I have to go back to those notes.
Didn't we burn it all?
No, not the
No.
He grabbed two, I think, or one or two. He grabbed
The one about the dude who's with the Emerald Dragons we didn't burn.
Right.
Counselor
Yeah.
Thorn Merriweather with the Emerald Dragon.
Counselor Thorn Merriweather, correspondence between the two using these peoples or for his own political gain, as well as the rest we burned so that it may not be used for blackmail.
Whew.
You may have think that it might have been prudent for us to maybe write down or remember the names that were on those blackmail sheets, but
There was too many.
we were overtaken by quite a bit of emotional power at the moment, so you can understand why we burned them without checking.
Either we could have checked and your knights would have been in danger, or we burned and took the one of the most important with us.
Right. It was truly simply an ethical thing that we needed to maintain. That's all. We were very level-headed about the entire procedure.
I love how your guys' repeated insistence just invalidates any honesty. You're literally being honest, but you're just sound like you're lying. No, really, this is how it went down.
We promise.
We promise. Okay, well, yes, no. He takes
Please,
a look
though.
at this
It's
one.
Thorn.
He says, "Thorn Merriweather. He's the trusted counselor of Emperor Dresdis. I have suspected for some time that he was engaged in some of these nefarious ends. But to find out that he's been working with Malachi all this time makes me very angry. I will have to look more into this. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, H21. But that reminds me, was there any information you got about the boss?
None whatsoever. He was nowhere to be found. I did, however, place all 3 of the scrying devices in the areas I deemed fit, and we might be able to pick something up from each of them for boss's activities.
Ah, that's wonderful news, H21. Even though you have not learned anything about the boss's true identity, I'm sure these devices will bring us information that will lead to us hopefully finally confronting him. Is there anything else you found while you were down there, or anything else that should be brought to my attention?
About 6 to 7 pairs of really fine leather boots that I took one for myself.
Oh, well, there's no need to report that, H21. There are certain perks that come with being a knight, you see, and one of them is being able to take our choice of the contraband when we confiscate it from felons and criminals like the Iron Hand.
Landry says out loud, "This is news to me."
Speaking of contraband, you recognize these coins?
You could be extended that there right too, Landry, and all of your companions of the night as sort of a friends and family discount. And Aloysius, so what were you saying about these here coins? Let me see.
I don't know if you can maybe know a little bit more about these than I can.
Everybody who can see the coins now can do a history or society check on them.
Do I have any of
Including,
that?
can I do another one?
Sure.
What about Underworld?
No.
Damn, what a great roll I just made right there. That's you
Yeah.
see that incredible roll, Chris?
Yeah.
Solid
You're
roll.
like, these are silver coins.
Oh, I actually have Society.
They got elephants on
My
them.
society's not gonna.
It was not much better than yours.
I'm not rolling.
I'll do it. Ah! My +0 though.
Society.
Guys, 0 and
Yeah.
untrained.
Beating that +8. Like, take that +8. Dunked. Aslan picks up one of these coins and he's like, oh, haven't seen one of these in a very long time. This coin
Well,
is,
I've never seen one ever.
these coins are, they are ancient coins from ancient Pekadon, but they are not worth very much back then. They might be worth to someone now, but yeah.
A collector's item, you would say.
For someone who would be able to recognize what they are, like myself, for most people they might not recognize them for anything beyond the silver that they are worth.
I mean, name your price. I mean, I don't think I can spend these as currency. So I mean, if you want them, you want to buy them.
I recognize them for what they are, but they are of no value to me.
I'm
mean,
sure any magical curiosity shop would possibly take them.
You want to buy any? You want to buy any cigarettes?
Cigarette
I
question.
think, yeah, he caught him off guard on that one. It caught me off guard, but he's like, no.
All right,
I
stop.
don't
So I'll
have
stop
any
pushing. I'll stop
cigarettes.
pushing. I hear you. I'll stop pushing. I hear you.
But if you find one of those, there's always those folks who like to be digging around in the tombs looking for things from centuries ago. If you find one of them
Coin
folks,
collectors.
yeah, they might be able to give you a little bit more than a couple silver back.
All right, that's a
You
good
know
enough
one
for
of
me.
them.
Oh, we do indeed. That fine Avon fellow that we met.
And his other person that he sent us to go see.
Oh yeah, that there folk up in that tower.
Hmm. The lady
I think
with
he's
the
talking about
Queen's the
Leora
lady.
Stoneweaver.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you were talking about about Lucius.
Lucius.
No,
That's main
Who cares
plot.
about
It's
that
on
guy?
hold
I,
right now.
I ain't talking shit about
Right.
Lucius.
Who the hell even is that?
Fucking hate that guy.
I don't even know who that is. I mean, I never met him.
He's the B bag. So,
Yeah.
or is
Well, all
he?
right,
Alright, cool.
that's my part done. I've completed everything I need to complete, so we can move on.
Yes, Captain, it seems like we have completed all tasks that were set upon us, and all knights have returned peacefully and unharmed.
H21, you have performed your duties quite admirably today, and I'm honored to tell you that you will be raised to the rank of knight at the next ceremony, which will be in just a few days hence. You have done yourself very proudly. You've trained very well. You have demonstrated that your skill with those strange weapons you use is very valuable to us and to the Emperor. And so from this day on, you can call yourself a knight. You are no longer a squire. You are sir.
Come with any sort of badge or
Well, normally we would allow you to wear the knight's armor, but I do not think that you are an armor-wearing type.
I am
But
not, but depending on the colors, maybe I could fashion something out of this reinforced leathers that I have.
yes, we have come up with some ways that we might modify our symbology for you, H21. You understand you are the first of the automatons to join us. We are proud to welcome you amongst us. I notice you wear that fashionable leather jacket,
Duster.
and I've had some of our skilled leather workers here work for a few weeks here because it's only been a few weeks.
Yeah.
Time is strange in Aliona. I've had them working, and they've put this together. I hope you like it. And he pulls out a nice, like, perfect, like, Wild Wild West gunslinger duster. On the back is embroidered or not embroidered, but like, with leather they stamp it in or burn it in, kind of branded in, right? So it's branded with a shattered crown.
Oh, cool.
And on the front you have, I don't know what. Okay, fuck it. They just give you. You mentioned it earlier, actually, in one of your conversations with him. You asked if there was like a star.
I was gonna make him one if you didn't give him one.
Yeah, and so he said the crown on your back should signify you as a knight, but we felt it was important to give you something, a badge of your station, and we weren't sure what to make, but what we got here is this, and it's a perfect sheriff's star in a circle made out of well, it looks like it's gold plated on steel, so that it's it's not super gaudy or fancy, but it definitely is your sheriff's badge, and it's pinned right on the front of the jacket. He says, "I hope you like it, H21."
I am overjoyed. Thank you. Will the Emperor be in attendance at the ceremony?
Oh, well, why? He's not going to be, out and about, but he'll probably be looking down from his balcony up above the practice yard. He usually comes out and tries to see the new recruits. Yeah. Why are you trying to meet the Emperor?
No, by no means do I need to meet the Emperor. I just wish that, he sees our greatness.
Maybe we could just get like a signed portrait of the Emperor.
Well, he's he's very busy, but you know, he is an old friend of mine. Perhaps another time we'll get you a meeting with MH21. You and all of your companions. You have done a good service to all of the people of Aliona, so thank you for that. Now, I do have something more to give you. I wish I had more than this, but how many of you have +1 weapons right now?
I do.
You have one or
I don't
two?
think I've
have
ever
two.
used my weapon.
So everyone who needs a +1 weapon has one?
I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't want one.
What's your weapon?
I just have a rapier.
Not +1.
Everyone else is magic people?
Yeah, other
Zedatrix,
than
do you have
me
a
and-
+1? Yes. Gorim, you have a +1? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Gorham.
Okay, I was gonna give you guys some +1 runes, but if you guys don't need them.
Oh, I was on mute. Sorry. I am a magic user, but I took a feat so I'm able to use glaives because I intend to use that as a polearm while
Oh,
I
yeah.
use my cat as a mount down the road.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So right,
Okay.
I got my glaive. He's got his fire claws.
that sounds really cool.
Okay.
Right?
Sick
Isn't that
plan,
cool?
dude. Sick plan. Yeah.
Yeah. I very
Okay.
much like that.
Just throwing them out there.
So given what I know, he says we don't have a lot of spare coin right now, boys, and Zedatrix. I'm sorry, miss. I meant to give you a reward for your efforts, but like I said, we don't have the coin. Our armory is quite well stocked, and if you need any weapons, you can. I also have told the armorer that if you wanted, you could access 2 of our magical enhancement runes. I'll send you just down there to speak to the armorer himself, but if you need anything, go ahead and get yourself restocked, everybody. That goes for all of you. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
And any special requests you all need. So we'll cut scene to the armorer.
Fiery runes.
Do you have a glaive?
I started with a regular glaive that I haven't really had a chance to use, or at least I had it in my character sheet.
Okay.
It's
So
possible. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that if you need a weapon, grab a weapon. Anyone. If you need a crossbow, you guys start talking about runes with the armorer, and the armorer says, "Oh, well, you know, like Aslan, he tells us that you can have these 2 potency runes, but it looks like you all have potency runes. Listen, I got an idea. Here, listen. I got this one striking rune over here. It's about the same price as these other 2. Maybe I will just, if one of you want this one instead, hey?
Is the striking one the +1 damage?
Yeah, it's a +1 dice.
Oh, right. It's an
Increasing
extra.
the weapon dice it deals to 2 instead of 1.
All right.
And is that in place of +1?
No, it's attached to the +1.
Yeah, you keep the
Oh.
+1 to hit. It becomes a +1 striking weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to use it without a potency rune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we got to figure out who gets that.
I say you.
Why me?
They also say you.
Okay, but I'm not gonna argue why not me because that sounds baller. But
One,
why
you're
though?
always in front.
That is my job.
You're
If
gonna
I
be
want-
hitting things.
I would
reliably.
argue.
Yeah, if I want to do more damage, I can spell strike,
And
I
Anthony fishes for
crit
crits.
for a ton of damage.
and he fishes crits.
True.
Harps McGarper.
That's right. Anthony either does no damage or kills whoever he shot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's true.
Those are his only options.
That's it.
But how does this
Sure.
work with that? Like, it means that he would still
Don't get
be
me
doing
wrong, it'd
almost
be
no
really good on me.
damage.
No,
He would-
like
he-
it would
he
be
would
really
s-
good.
He would do either 2d4 or kill his opponent. And right now, I believe he
He's
deals
already
1d4
or
or kills his
opponent.
opponent.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll take it, dude. If you guys want to hand it to me, I'm not gonna bitch about it.
Yeah, I think it'd be the best suited on you, and it would bring the most like
Value,
use- yeah, value from your hits.
because I just do regular attacks.
Exactly, you're just smacking people at all
Yeah.
times.
yeah.
And
All right, cool. I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain.
I would gain 1d6 from it, or I could cast a spell and gain 2d6. So
I could two-hand my axe and do 2d12, or one-hand it
good.
and one-hand
Cracker,
it and
sometimes you
deal.
get hit, Cracker.
I don't even know what
It's
my.
starting to sound like it's a Gorum.
If we fought something that had some crazy fucking damage reduction, you could fucking get through it either way.
That would give me 2d8s.
Yeah,
I like
I'll
it.
take it.
take
I'm
like
cool
it.
with it.
do it.
Boom,
I gotta figure out how to add it to this weapon.
boom. There. You like how
Very cool.
I'm like, oh, I can't give you any money because we're poor right now. Here's some. Huh?
Here's a really good thing. Thank you.
Because I'm trying not to give you guys money until you're like level 4 because I gave you 500 gold pieces. And then the first couple missions, I was like, 5e treasure. Oh, wait, shit.
Oh no.
I just dumped 100 gold pieces on you, and that was like 2 levels worth of treasure.
I
Oh,
still
well.
have like 70 gold worth of coins on me.
I still have like 100 gold coins on me.
Yeah, for instance, with 70 gold, you could buy another striking rune.
Yeah, and we have more gold in the party.
Exactly.
Thing.
Everyone could. You could go buy 2 striking runes right now and upgrade H21's pistols.
If we could find them.
Although
Get
maybe
over
there are other runes that are better. I don't know how they all work yet, but
Striking would
those
be
are
best
pretty much
for
those are pretty much the best.
okay. well,
melee, or for people who do attacks. There's ones that are good for casters too.
And
But, like-
striking runes also have like a lesser, greater, major type of thing.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So there are caster ones,
Yeah, there
Or
are,
some-
right, Bobby?
something that
Yeah.
boosts caster stuff.
there-
Well, there's
I have-
weapon property runes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
property runes are where things get wild.
Yeah, like
a lot
there's
of
a
property
fanged
runes
rune
go
that
higher
can turn you
level.
into a smaller medium animal.
Yeah.
Authorized rune makes it so the weapon has it on it can only be used by you.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those.
Yeah, there's like Ghost Touch, Banes, Earth Bindings. Like
And
there's a bunch of
flaming
weird
was
ones.
the one we looked at. That was like
Correct. Yeah.
high level.
Alder,
Okay.
get over here right now, you frickin' rat. Sit down. Sorry.
Alrighty.
You guys had a bludgeoning weapon, you could get a crushing rune.
But magic is like already kind of really good. So
Yeah,
I
and
don't get-
it already scales automatically. The
Mhm.
problem with
Yeah.
weapons is you have to justify scaling them, whereas magic, you're like, well, it's just more fire in the fireball, duh. Okay, so
Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
this and make sure that I did it right.
yeah, throw a rock so we can see what it looks like. Now it looks
First of
like-
all, when I leveled up and I got my training up, I put training because I use a dwarven war axe, which is an advanced weapon, and I wasn't expert in those, but now I am expert, so now I have a plus 12 to hit. And yeah, 2d8 plus 4.
fucking 29 damage.
No, that was my to hit.
Oh, that was 29 to hit. Sorry,
I did 13 damage.
13 damage is still nice damage. I bet that's
Yeah, it's
what-
like right in the middle.
yeah. Okay, that's middle damage. Okay,
Yeah, that's average damage.
I like it. Okay,
Strike plus 1 striking dwarven war. Oh, thanks guys. Fuck yeah. Hey,
all
we
right.
got a fucking handy axe here now.
Okay, so now
Let's
let's
fill
see.
some giants.
Oh hey,
So-
there is a shield rune called a reinforcing rune.
Yes, but it's very expensive and late. Like I think it was very.
I feel like the armor stuff, just because AC boosts like are more broken, they
are.
come later, right?
I actually think that rune I think is actually like a later level rune. I don't remember that.
This one, reinforcing rune minor, is a level 4 rune, 75 gold, and it increases your shield hardness and gives additional HP.
Damn.
So it doesn't like increase your AC at all. It makes your it
It
reinforces
makes the
your
shield
fucking
better.
shield.
I'll have to look at it.
Okay,
Oh.
so what do we want to? What's our next move? Or like, you guys got rewarded from Aslan on this. You kind of let's put this more in video game terms. So you finished this branch of this journal entry and you collected your reward. There seems to be another like branch on this where you guys have to find out more about um, the the identity of the boss, and then you guys might do something more about that. But because you guys didn't learn anything about the boss, you have to wait for the interrogation stuff. Or sorry, not the interrogation stuff, the spy stuff that you guys put in the surveillance stuff that
Yeah,
it said
they're gonna have to
interrogation because you
find
put it in
something.
the interrogation room and you put it in some of those other rooms, the treasure room and the weapon room. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, the
Okay.
armory.
Okay, and so, so there's more to this mission, but it seems like it's dead. I think I'm talking myself into a direction. There's main quest stuff that's open. What's available there is
Tristan.
Tristan. Yeah, the next thing on your list was Tristan Dobler was going to come and pick up Oris, and you guys could go meet him there. So he's sort of waiting for you in a cutscene. Or you can fart around and do other stuff, like go shopping, and we kind of just did a little shopping, or we can go
Check out the missing city.
find, yeah, well, that's main quest stuff too. And that branch, like you go to that zone point, and it's like you are not high enough level to come to this
Okay.
zone yet.
It
So,
says that in bold text.
yeah, it says please turn
This is
around.
strange. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, it's like I want to go. No, sorry, that arc has not yet been designed yet. Okay, so
I mean, what else do we?
I don't know if we
need
have
to do,
anything
guys?
else in our journal, do we?
I don't. I mean, I just looked.
You could go talk to dragons, but you guys kind of hate dragons. I
Yeah.
feel like there's probably gonna be a dust up coming. You guys have, added fuel to the flames of the war between the Iron Hand and the Emerald Dragons.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so that stuff's probably gonna blow back.
No.
Okay. All right, then I think it's Tristan. We're gonna do Tristan.
Yeah.
Sounds
If there's
fun.
one thing I've
Oh,
learned playing
Do we know
D&D,
where like that one guy? He ran off with a bunch of fucking robots too.
Oh yeah, Baytan. It's all. This is all
Yeah.
the same. It's
Oh,
all
it
the
is.
same. It's all the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get. Okay.
Sorry, Josh. What did you say?
I was gonna say if there's one thing I've learned about playing D&D with you guys is that there's never consequences to our actions.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Not once.
Never.
No.
There's never
Not all.
13 pirate ships on the horizon, and every week
Nope.
later another pirate ship arrives.
No.
I don't even. That doesn't ring a bell.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't ring a bell.
I have learned 0 things. All right, Chris.
Okay.
I refuse to learn.
Okay. So, you guys, let's advance a couple days because I mentioned, and we'll say that there was bingo, bango. So we're on Solinad of the 4th. And you guys, so that way you can rest. Did you guys need to heal any?
Nope.
Everybody was, except for Trixie,
Yeah,
but
that's good.
she managed to get herself back up. Okay. So this is just narrative resting then. And then on the rain day, Oris comes on the afternoon, and she says, "Oh, hello, my friends. Today I was signaled by my master, and he is on his way. He will arrive shortly. Would you like to accompany me?"
Yeah,
No.
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, why not?
"Oh, thank you. You have been great companions while I've been here in Aliona, which has, you guys are walking now, which has been a very interesting and eclectic space. I have never encountered so many dirty people as I have here.
What do you mean, dirty?
Oh,
I
I
think
am
she means
sorry.
there's sand everywhere.
There is sand. It gets everywhere. It is coarse
It does.
Irritating.
and
It gets
irritating.
inside of our gears and whatnot inside. It
Ah.
clogs the ventilation shafts that power our magical being.
I know what you're talking about. I ate a little bit too much of that swamp plant. I'm feeling like my gears are a little gummed up, if you know what I'm saying.
I do not know what you are saying.
I'm talking
Oh.
about intestinal discs. Never mind. It's not important.
Oh,
We do not have
digestion. We do not. Yes, I understand
Yeah.
though. It's where the poop comes from.
I'm not going to get into you about like frogs and how we. It's not important right now.
You were the one who brought it up.
Yeah, I regret it.
Yeah.
Despite the city, which is covered in dirt all the time, I found it to be full of joy. The people here are happy and friendly.
I have noticed that as well. They have accepted me with open arms. I'm very much new here, but I am already a knight of their order.
They are very welcoming of our kind. Perhaps I will be able to visit again one day, if Tristan allows me to venture forth. You see, we live in a different city far away from here. It is quite different from this.
Which city do you live in?
I live in a city named Erindrip. It is in the clouds.
Oh.
You be living in a fly-in city?
Is there lots of other people there?
Oh yes, there are so many humans, and there are way more gnomes. So many gnomes.
I must admit, I'm not very fond of the idea of a city in the sky.
A sky city filled with gnomes.
Yes, it's very magical and marvelous.
My gnome prejudices do not extend to Goril.
I know.
Those are purely mine.
Those are deep within Josh.
Those are only mine.
I would love to visit it someday.
I would
Maybe
love
I'll
for
ask
you
your
to come and
master.
visit. Yes, we should ask. Maybe you could come with me now.
No, I am now a knight of this city. They require me and my guns.
Ah, I understand duty very well. I have duties to my master.
Can we stop talking about duty, please?
Oh, hi. That's a joke. It's a pun. I like it.
Those mean two things.
You guys
Uh,
learn so fast.
You guys continue your conversation as you walk out to the pyramid where you first met Oris. And as you recall, you had been here before. There was like a little makeshift camp that had been set up by Raphael to recover some of the magical stuff. Well, since you were here last, there's now been a crane erected, a sort of, good old-fashioned wooden crane, and it has been, its sort of arm has been fastened to the gyrosphere that had crashed, and it has actually not at the moment they're not doing this, but it had been lifted up, and it's no longer resting on the pyramid, and it looks like some folks are starting to patch up the pyramid hole. But the gyrosphere is just sort of hanging from the crane at the moment, and it doesn't look like looks like this camp has been largely abandoned lately. Other than the gyrosphere hanging from the crane, all of the other stuff looks like it's been moved back to Raphael's shop or somewhere else. It doesn't look like it's there anymore. And it's by the time that you guys arrive, it is starting. The dusk light is sort of fading off in the west. It's just sort of this orangey, pinkish glow, and you can see in the east, in the darkened sky, the first stars appearing. And while you guys are maybe having one of your conversations, you see what looks like a shooting star And then you realize that no, that looks like it's actually another gyrosphere that's flying, and it kind of flies through the sky. Unlike the one that you saw a few weeks ago, that sort of had an erratic pattern and crashed into the pyramid, this one sort of comes very directly towards you and then stops and hovers about 15 feet above the ground, and its hatch opens up. Oh, did I?
Shoot.
Let me see. Aha. And walking out of the hatch onto a sort of invisible floating ramp. He walks down into the desert. Comes a human man. He seems to be middle-aged, maybe a little bit older than that. It's hard to pin an age on him. He's bald. He's wearing goggles and has a bunch of sort of strange magical devices and other mechanical devices and things on him. And he's carrying a staff that on the top has this gem of crackling magical energy that is in the gyrosphere itself that's spinning, and the little electrical or magical pulses shoot out of it here and there. And as he comes down, let's see, so yeah, he sort of walks up to all of you, and he's clearly kind of taking you in, but the look on your face as he scans over you is one of sort of mild annoyance. And he says, so you're the ones who found Oris. How fortunate for her. Oris steps forward, and she bows her head, and she's deferential. She says, Master Tristan, it is as I communicated. Beitan assaulted me and took control of the Ankh-Morpork with a red gem. He has since marched into the desert. These individuals were instrumental in my rescue. Tristan nods absently to Oris, listening to what she says, but not seemingly paying a lot of attention. And he turns his gaze to the party. Yes, very well. For your efforts, such as they were, you shall have some coin. He seems, as an afterthought, to pull out a
She looks
pouch.
so cool.
And
super cool.
the pouch has 50 gold in it.
Nice.
Whoever takes it, he hands it sort of dismissively. Now, wait, I've got some other pressing matters to discuss. He turns back to Oris, and his tone turns a little bit more serious. He says, Lucius, my erstwhile apprentice, has betrayed me. He stole
That sounds right.
He stole crucial components for a ritual of mine, the Heart of Brock among them. Beitan was but a pawn in his grand scheme, I fear. He kind of looks back at you guys as though an idea comes to his mind. He says, I require its return. Lucius plans to employ it for nefarious purposes unknown to me. Should you find where Lucius has secreted the heart and return it to me, I shall see you aptly rewarded. But be wary. Lucius is a powerful warlock and wizard. He conjures a sending stone, and by conjures a sending stone, I mean his magical ball just spins a couple of different light flashes, and then a magical pulse opens, and a sending stone appears in his hand. He brings it out. He holds it out to y'all. Take this. It's a mean to communicate over vast distances. Should you discover anything of note, use it to inform me. Post haste, I will return.
Hey, we will.
Good. There will be rewards.
Should I mention that Lucius is my creator? Should I
Huh.
mention that?
You probably shouldn't have, but I see no harm now.
You work for Lucius?
No, I
He was.
escaped his tower.
Do you know where he is?
I do not.
Are you loyal to him?
So far, no.
The little gem spins a bit, and you feel as though you're being probed, your thoughts. This happens for a moment in silence. He says, huh, you'll do.
That'll do, pig.
I would like to, when he does that, I would like to say, Rala team here, I'm wondering what you discovered in his mind.
I discovered that
Or
he is
what-
not loyal to Lucius, and that's all that matters to me.
Agreed.
Have any of you encountered Lucius before? Other than
Only
this
once.
one? Ah, you've known him too.
Yeah.
I've met him, but that's
You-
about it.
You would recognize him then.
He's hard
Yeah.
not to recognize.
Eh. Then you do know him. Ah, have you ever crossed him before?
Nah, I've not.
Then do you know his power?
I've heard of him, but beyond that, and meeting him, no, I've not fought him. I've not seen him fight.
Well,
He's a warlock.
he is a warlock and he is a
When I was a
wizard.
child.
He's
I was
been
a child.
training under me for a while. You know him?
Only faint memories as a child.
You knew him
I
as a
have
child.
memories of him communing with some sort of being that was his patron of his powers. I have only faint memories.
You speak of Kawa, a genie.
That was the name.
Kawa has left him, as I abandoned Kawa before. But Lucius does not need Kawa's power anymore. His power is his own. I ask you only because he is powerful, and should you wish to take him on, you would certainly die. So if you find information about him, make sure to contact me, or else my investment in you will have been lost.
If we find any information, we will let you know immediately.
That's what I like to hear. Now
If
I
there's
have
anything
more.
I know. Oh, go ahead.
I have more important business to take care of. Oris. He points to the gyrosphere, and she walks up the invisible stairs up to the top. He takes his powerful staff and he aims it towards the crane and the gyrosphere over there. A powerful beam of yellow light with sort of wrapped in these arcs of blue energy shoots out towards the gyrosphere. The gyrosphere shrinks down into a very small size and gets sort of pulled in like by a tractor beam, and he plucks it out of the air and he puts it in his pocket. And then he, let's see. No, there was nothing else. And then he climbs back up into the gyrosphere, and the hatch closes behind him, and it starts to fly up into the sky, and you kind of expect it to fade off into the night sky, but actually about 100 feet away, it sort of passes. It kind of just disappears as it passes through some invisible field, and there's sort of electrical ripples around it as it goes through this field, and it just disappears as it goes to the other side, and that's it. Tristan is gone.
Huh. Well, Lucius has been up to shit.
What? Lucius?
What?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I will just reinforce his word that my master is very dangerous. I was unable to really meet him or be around him much, but if I knew anything by the state of his tower, is it was all nefarious in nature.
All the clowns are dangerous. You met Raphael already. Yeah, he seems like a bumbling old bird, but he's not.
He kind of seemed like a jerk if I remember properly.
She was a jerk.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy.
All the
Yes,
I'll
I
crowns
point
do
are
the
remember.
dangerous.
stands. They're all dangerous.
I wonder where Oro is.
What, you mean Geo?
Oh, Geo.
Geo is
Geo's
dead, if I
dead.
remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He-
Geo died.
yeah.
Yeah, Geo
He's
died.
fucking dead.
He was
for
already
sure.
old, and it was 20 years later. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He was dangerous though when he was alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
really dangerous.
Exactly.
And Locke is dangerous, and he might be showing up later.
Locke is super
that's so-
fucking dangerous.
Yeah, he is.
And it's so cool that we get to meet our old characters, or like that they're weaved in.
I
They're all
legit thought
just
you.
boss fight now.
I thought you were gonna. Well, I thought you were gonna bring Locke in, honestly, when you were talking about the dude who betrayed the kingdom, because that would be Locke's business.
Who betrayed the kingdom? Oh,
The
you
dude
mean-
who works with the Emerald Dragons.
Oh, yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think Locke's gonna stay loyal to Dresdis. They got a good.
That's
thing
what.
going on.
That's why I thought you were gonna bring him in, because
Yeah.
you would take that information to Locke.
Yeah. Oh, I see what. I see what you mean. Oh, yeah.
And
I
then
hear it.
You're like, oh, cool.
Well,
That'd be time.
I think Locke's out on an airship right now doing. He's got business going on.
I'm
He's-
okay with
Air
Yeah.
pirate stuff.
Yeah,
I'm cool with Sky Pirate shit.
Yeah.
I like Final Fantasy 12.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That's cool. I just
Mhm.
was it. I don't know, Andrew. Were you the one that brought this up? Like they should have gave you a Banga character, and you got no Bangas in your party.
I agree. You should have got a new mode too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very unfair.
Like, That was like, and then the
Wandi-
yeah,
Wandi?
and then the voice acting for the Bangas were a little bit underwhelming too, because I don't remember, maybe.
You only ever fought the 3.
Oh really? Yeah, and they just
And
I
they were,
just remember
they
them
were
having
fucking
like
easy.
screechy voices, and I was like, I thought they would have like
Deep
low,
voices?
like
Yeah, they were stupid.
I got
They
distracted.
really missed the mark with that.
Yeah. And like, you guys have these really good, like the one time you got like lizard folk, and you don't. Come on,
Don't use it.
come on, yeah, like.
So we're all in agreement that the no Banga party member in 12 was a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
Correct.
I think we have
I also want
I
a
mean,
new
you
mode.
can't-
though.
You can't put Ivalice anywhere without having a bank of being a main part of it.
Yeah, there's a dungeon or there's a raid in Final Fantasy 14 that's an Ivalice, and the dude who takes you through it is a Banga.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
because he's the
Right
cool
on.
guy.
That's a good one.
Also, what are they?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Is this a
They
trick
could've-
question?
No, I'm just curious as to how would you describe a banga to somebody?
I
Like a
don't
fleshy-
understand your question.
Like a fleshy alligator without teeth?
No, I would say like that's a good point. A lizard with a long snout with
But with fleshy.
droopy dog ears, I guess.
You know, they have scaly skin.
I don't know if they're scaly though. They look fleshy to
It
me.
literally says they're scaly.
Are they scaly?
Yeah.
I think it seems like because the way they did the design language of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Advance 2 art makes kind of
Mhm.
it's cartoonized it
Also,
so the
by the way-
details were there to show you that they were scaly.
Calling them lizards is basically calling them the N word.
Oh, for real? I didn't-
Yeah, like it's
I
not good.
Oh,
Like
I didn't
calling a
realize.
human
I
a
didn't realize
monkey.
that was part of.
It's only technically true.
I would not if there were if there were.
I would never have associated banga with lizards ever.
Wait. Is that?
Yeah.
Well, they're like kind of like what kobolds that are like descended from dragons.
Did we go on break, or did we just completely?
We just went on a
Already
tangent.
We went on.
Yeah.
The truth
I-
is, I don't know where to go from here. So
Oh, they
Uh,
do kind of look like what's the word for them? Like those little
long-eared bunny.
oh,
lizards.
shit, no, they look like what's the word I'm looking for? Like the kind of like amphibious, almost little lizard guys. What you find in this in the sloppy mud?
A hellbender.
No, that sounds cool though.
A
Salamander. They look like
Salamander.
salamanders.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think hellbender's like a big. I don't know if it's technically salamander, but they're like. I think there was. I don't know. Look it up. So I think I see what you're saying now, Andrew. I'm taking a closer look at them, and it's like it is. They do. They are more unique than like a typical lizard folk. Like I guess the shape of the snout, the way that it tapers down is kind of like more like a dolphin in a way. Or I don't know. I'm making. Chris, please stop me from.
Nope.
Oh, here's one with it's holding a rifle. Looks.
Well, we have to go track down the guy with his orb.
Right. Okay. So I'm thinking encounter wise. What's next? So I don't have anything next, but the next step is you all need to go to basically the tower because that's where he want. Well, I guess spoilers. But Tristan just told you go look for Lucius, right? Age 21. Your best guess is, or the only place you've known of him to be is at the tower. It's the only place where you're going to have clues, I guess. I guess you could go ask other people like Raphael. So finding Lucius
Yeah.
is one thing, finding Beitan is the other. Knowing that they're working together makes that kind of the same thing.
Right.
Beitan is the one who had the heart of Brock, the red gem that he used to control the Ankh-Amut, and somehow there's something going on with him and Lucius with that red gem. So, yeah, your guys' journal entries right now are find Lucius, find Beitan, and figure out what they're doing, and it says, go investigate the tower to find clues or something. That's what your journal entry says right now. So at some point, you guys can go into the desert, and that's our next dungeon, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've started building that dungeon, and I have a little bit of the outside of the dungeon that we could do, but I think I don't want to do that because
No.
it's always better when we have it more deeply delved. So I'm gonna call it and say this is it for today.
Okay. Cool.
And it's all your guys' fault for
Not fighting.
Being so effective at our job.
exactly for being like, oh, we were supposed to just go in here and get the Ankh, so that's all we're gonna do, instead of being like, let's spend a lot of time on this door and then have to fight the boss.